Hi there, my Scorpio, and welcome to your April reading. So this is for the next month from whenever you see this video. It doesn't have to be April, and it could be for your sun, moon or rising sign, Scorpio. Okay, it could be for somebody that you're watching for to see what's going on with them. And especially if you're thinking and feeling, if somebody could just walk in my shoes for a moment and see and feel what I really am feeling, they would think differently about me. So it feels like you are not able to express your innermost feelings to certain people or to the world here, or you felt like you haven't been able to, and it feels to me that you are trying to find a way of expressing yourself in a better way here, in a way that people understand, because you go very, very deep in your emotions, and sometimes it comes out completely different. It doesn't seem like it's an emotional thing that comes out of you, rather that you're being unemotional, the opposite, because you can't find a way of expressing it, is what I feel to say. And I don't know why I wanted to say all that, but I just was told to say all that. So with that, I'm going to carry on and see what's coming for you, my lovely Scorpio. Okay. Ooh, new vitality. Wow. Look at all these beautiful colours on this instrument. And this is kind of you really showing your true colours here. This is you being the real you and loving it, because it's manifesting something new in your life. It's time for a new start, and that's you being yourself, is what I want to say here. And expressing yourself in the right way, a way that makes you feel known, is what I want to say here, if that makes any sense. Whoa, and I've just opened the deck and to put that back in, and out pops the Sun card. We're getting this a little bit this time, at this moment. This is your time to shine. It's your time to feel joy. It's your time to feel warmth, love and abundance. Wow, it is the best card in the deck, to be honest. It's time for you to feel all those things that you've wanted to feel, and that's feeling like you're you, like you're being able to be just yourself. And whether people understand or don't understand, it's immaterial. It's more important that you actually shine your true colours, is what I feel to say here, sorry. And I just feel that it's time for you to shine, my lovely, lovely Scorpio, okay? And on the bottom of that deck, we have the Lovers, or the Love card. So there's a lot of love coming to you, either from other people, from a particular person. You're feeling joined. I want to say, for some of you, feeling joined at the hip with somebody. And this could be a new relationship. It could be an old one that you felt a little bit apart from and is coming together again nicely, and you're understanding each other. Perhaps this is what this is about, that within a relationship you want understanding, you want to feel like the other person understands you. Well, I feel that's coming for you, if that is the case, my lovely Scorpio. And I feel something for the number 6, so this is either within 6 weeks, within 6 days even, that you will feel a difference as to someone understanding you, or that they really didn't express themselves very well and they actually do understand you and do love everything about you, but have not expressed their view of things either. And you will see that this person is actually truly in love with you, but this could also be about you loving you and doing it your way and shining your true colours, whether or not anybody else likes it or not. In other words, don't give a damn, shine your light, because that's what you're here for, and we all need a bit of your light, Scorpio. So you shine it, okay? And you be you, whether or not it looks to you that other people are taking notice, because soon it will look like other people are taking notice. They'll be totally drawn to you because you have a beautiful personality, a beautiful sort of inner light that they'll be drawn to, is what I want to say here. So some people are going to be magnetically drawn to you, is what I'm being told here. And the situations that you want in your life are also going to be drawn towards you. The universe is going to bring those situations towards you. Okay, and that's what this one has just turned over in another deck, which is the Two of Cups, the spiritual union. So you're very much either coming into union with somebody in particular, or into union with yourself and your own needs and your own heart, and just being in a balance with all sides of yourself here, is what I want to say. And that's before I shuffle them, because they all just kind of I dropped them all basically, and that one fell out. So that's the one I want to take, but I'm also going to shuffle this deck. Okay, let's have a look. What else? Spiritual union with yourself. Wonderful. Throat chakra, speaking your truth. Acknowledging who you truly are, and this is actually knowing who you are at a soul level. So there's some sort of truth that is becoming apparent as to who you truly are, not just on a human being sense, but spiritually, who you are innately, who you are as a spiritual being here. There's some deeper truth. Now, you may be also on your spiritual path already, but I do feel you finding out more truths about who you truly are, and how powerful you truly are, and how much you should shine your light in this body embodiment of who you are in this lifetime, because other people need it to learn to grow as a soul, and you need it to learn and grow as the soul that you are as well, is what I want to say here. You've got the shadow card here. I hope you can see this, or it's the moon card. So you have the self that you're not too happy with, your shadow self, and you've got the self that you feel happier with. However, unless you have both of those, you cannot come into alignment with your true divinity, your true power, the truth of who you are. You have to have this shadow self. You have to be working through and finding out what that shadow self is, just so that you can come into the true knowledge of who you are this lifetime. Because as a soul, you already know this, that you are all parts and all aspects rolled into one, and you know what love is. But there is something that you need to learn even for your soul's growth here, and it's a part of you that you don't really want to look at, but it's a part of you that you've been kind of getting to the nitty-gritty of, and knowing that you have to look at, and just not try and change it, but know that it is part of you as a human being this lifetime, and that it will all dissipate when you go back to being a spirit, is what I want to say here. So if you feel that this is not good enough, it is good enough, and it's just here so that you can learn from it, and other people can learn from it, is what I want to say here. So your shadow self is here for a reason, and is good because it teaches other people and yourself to grow as a soul, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I get from that. Let's have a look what's going on with you though over this next month, because I feel you are finding out these very strong truths about yourself, and you're seeing it's beautiful. You're not seeing that, I've got this failing and that failing. You're seeing, I see why I have to have this, because I'm growing as a spirit, and now I'm getting chills all over. I'm getting tingles up my legs. You're growing through having this shadow self, the side that you don't like, the side that you do like, intermingling them, finding the truth, finding the actual real truth as a spiritual being of who you truly are. Right, okay, I've just shuffled these slightly. I think it was one shuffle, and I'm just going to look at the bottom card. Beyond the ego. Well, that makes sense, because As an ego, we want to rid ourselves and not look at the shadow side of ourselves. But this is saying we need to get beyond that, because actually the shadow self is what we have come here to look at. The shadow self is not something that we need to just, yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's not look at that, because we're all the same. We all do that. It's like we have to integrate it within ourselves and see what we believe to be wrong about ourselves, or, you know, not good about ourselves, and just, you know, throw it to one side. But actually that is the part of us that is truly magnificent, because it's teaching us something as a person, as a soul. So it's saying beyond the ego, surrender to the flow of life, right? Know that this shadow side of you is there. You can't totally get rid of it, is what I'm feeling to say here. You have to incorporate it, blend it into who you are as a person this lifetime, blend it into who you are as a soul, because it's a gift. The shadow side is a gift, I've just been told, and I've got to take note of this. Whether or not you're a Scorpio, it's a gift. The shadow self is a gift, and I feel quite emotional about that. I don't know whether you're feeling emotional or will be, but I feel quite emotional about that sentence. The shadow self within us is a gift that we need to balance within us, take within us. Also the good parts that we think are good, because our ego needs to be leveled out here. Don't worry about it, that the fact that you might look good on one hand and not so good on the other. It's all part of the growth. It's all part of our growth, and we are growing as a soul as well as a person, and that's why we're here. Okay, so release it, let it go, and the universe will flow all the good things into you. You know, you've seen it, you're letting it go a little bit, you know that it's there, but you're not letting it make you unhappy. You're just still going to go forward towards the dreams that you want, the things that you want to achieve this lifetime. Okay, no matter what your ego is telling you here. And you're going to be opening up very much to a big truth this month. Okay, my lovely Scorpio, and I wish you lots and lots of love with that. Mwah.